5, a judge in Mobile County throwing out a murder conviction of a man found guilty last year. The judge did the same thing last year, but the DA's office appealed. The Court of Criminal Appeals ruling the judge got the cart before the horse, if you will, when it came to sentencing. Our Brendan Kirby has more on this story tonight. Brendan, are the results the same?
Yeah, that's right, Lenise. The appeals court ruled that Judge McDermott could not throw out the conviction before sentencing. So today, the judge imposing the minimum sentence and setting aside the verdict once more. A jury last year unanimously found David Cordero Hernandez guilty of murder in the 2019 slaying of Tracy Dennis. But the judge set aside the verdict and ordered a new trial. After the appeals court sent the case back, Judge Edward McDermott on Monday imposed the minimum 20-year sentence and again granted the defense request for a new trial. He said the verdict was, quote, not sustained beyond a reasonable doubt. Defense attorney Dom Soto renewed his argument that the evidence was insufficient for a conviction. Testimony at the trial indicated that Cordero Hernandez owed Dennis money and that Dennis went to his home to collect. The victim ended up hogtied, shot, and stabbed multiple times. Prosecutors say investigators didn't find the body buried in the backyard during an initial search because odor neutralizers fooled cadaver dogs. Prosecutors point to that, along with the fact that Cordero Hernandez, his wife, another woman, and the man who admitted pulling the trigger fled to Florida 2 days later. They also alleged the defendant gave shifting accounts of what happened, but Judge McDermott was troubled by the fact that a man named CJ, who was on the defendant's construction crew and was present during the slaying, didn't testify. Soto found him on Facebook and discovered he was living with his mother under supervision from authorities as he awaited trial on federal charges. A police detective later testified he drove to the man's house, didn't see a car, and moved on. Soto says police should have tried harder to find him.
He would have been a perfect person to have called, to at least flesh this thing out, because what they did is they relied on assumptions all the way through this case. They've relied on the assumption of some faulty information that they had, and they never let go.
Mobile County District Attorney Keith Blackwood says he's keeping his options open about another appeal. He says he'll continue to pursue justice one way or the other.
At the end of the day, if we have to try the case again, that's what we're going to do. On the first conviction here, a jury unanimously found that the defendant was guilty of murder.
The victim's grandparents tell me they're disappointed by today's ruling, and the judge has not yet set a date for that new trial. Reporting live, Brendan Kirby, Fox 10 News.